Hello, Modern here. Today with a quick showcase of my take on the Lightning Storm Druid. It was a lot of fun to play and I really liked the look and sound of all those lightning strikes electrocuting enemies in front of me, so I decided to test this one at multiple gear stages with and without legendaries to really get a feel for the build and work around problems that might come up during the whole thing. Is it OP? Nah, but it's fun and that's what I was looking for. So let me first explain how Lightning Strike works. This ability has some very interesting kinks to it because of the channel requirements to increase its intensity. Holding down your button of choice increases the amount of lightning strike to occur by 1 with an upper limit of 5 stages, with each strike rolling its own lucky hit, crit strike and overpower chance. The stages also do not increase the spirit cost of the spell. This refers to the channel stages and strikes that automatically occur, so it's basically per cast. Now, channeling requires some time. This limits our DPS substantially. The solution to this is provided by the very first improvement of this ability, which keeps the stages at the obtained value, refreshing every time we tap Lightning Storm. Tapping the button is also much faster than just channeling, which in turn lets us pump out a lot more casts in a very short amount of time. One might think it's an easy ability to understand. The more strikes the better, right? Sadly, it's not that simple. Increasing the number of strikes also increases the area in which those strikes occur. Each strike also has its own area of effect that has to overlap with the target for it to deal damage, meaning the more stages you gain, the less likely it is to hit the same target with multiple bolts. The sweet spot I've found for a single target seems to be at 2 stages, with both strikes always hitting the desired foe. Some bosses are bigger, like the Butcher, which makes 3 strikes the better option. And world bosses like Ashava face tank all of them, no matter the amount of charges, resulting in some nasty damage, which is something we want to see. So the single target DPS depends on the size of the enemy we want to kill, but clearing packs on the other hand is also not too shabby, with 5 charges providing us with some really good AoE. We combine this with Poison Creeper, a very strong AoE CC ability that immobilizes targets. This can later be used for other synergistic purposes, with some lucky hits requiring that aimland to proc. I also used Ravens at first, but I think there are better options with Bloodhaul and Trample. Both provide you with additional spirit and benefits like a heal, mobility and the unstoppable buff. Urban Bulwark can also be exchanged for Trample because of this, but I was missing points during the level 20 beta, so it didn't feel all that great. Now, speaking of spirit generation, most comes through Wind Shear hitting enemies combined with Abundance increasing our spirit generation even more. We also get plus 0.1% resource generation per point in intelligence, which further eases the whole spirit generation problem. Now, there are a lot more additional ways to get spirit, but all of those are locked behind the endgame and legendaries, so I will stop talking about it right now. I will, however, go into more depth before release on a starter guide that will go into leveling and an endgame build once I get there. If you want more of the juicy content, make sure to sub, like and comment. And if you want to support me some more, make sure to check out my Patreon, PayPal and channel membership. So, see you next time and bye.